show you some things with him first, so isn't he cute, guys? So what we're looking at here, this is about a 2-year-old baby alligator. Now these little fellas hatch out of the egg at about 8 inches long, and then they grow about a foot a year for the first 5 or 6 years of their life. They are cute, they are adorable, and guess what, guys? They're even friendly. See, look. Well, actually, I'm sure he'd love to bite me right now, but he can't because his mouth is taped shut. Now, his mouth is taped shut because at the end of the show, I'm going to pass him over to you guys, okay? Yeah, so at the end of the show, you're actually going to have the opportunity to hold the baby alligator and take a picture with him. So we put some tape around the mouth because we thought you might want to keep all your fingers. It's usually a nice thing. Now, being here in South Florida, you guys are very lucky to be here, though. This is the only place in the entire world where you guys all have a choice of being eaten by an alligator or a crocodile. Hey, no, but really, this is the only place in the world that has both gators and crocs, guys. So, the big question we get, of course, is how do you tell them apart? Now, there's a lot of differences, but the easiest ones are that the alligator here has a more round, broad snout. The crocodile has much more narrow, pointed snout. When the alligator's mouth is closed, we only see his top row of teeth sticking out. On a crocodile, you can see both rows of teeth sticking out, kind of like a zipper. And then the alligator has 80 teeth, while the crocodile has around 60 teeth. Of course, guys, if you're close enough to be counting his teeth, you should probably run away from him, okay? Now, the other big question we get, what's more dangerous, gators or crocs? What do y'all think? Crocs, alligators. The right answer. Sure, one's closer, folks. Think about this, okay? It doesn't matter what it is. You don't want that thing next to you, all right? Now, in reality, we actually have 23 different species of crocodilians in the world, some of which are very dangerous, like Nile crocodiles of Africa. But when you compare the American alligator and the American crocodile, every couple years someone is killed by a gator in Florida, while there's never been a single death from an American croc in the history of the state of Florida. Which means if you get attacked by one on your vacation, it'll be an honor, because you'd be the first. Hey, look on the bright side, you make a local newspaper. So here in Florida alone, the alligator is statistically more dangerous than the crocodile. But if you compare him to a saltwater croc in Australia, those are a lot more dangerous. The point is it depends on the species, guys, okay? Now, we're going to go and take this little one, we're going to put him back and move on to something larger. Hey, Daisy, why don't you go ahead and open that up there. So we're going to go and put him back in here, and I'm going to get myself a nice big stick, and we're going to get an alligator out of the water in here. Now, guys, we have 5 alligators in the water right there. Now, I make a lot of jokes throughout the show, but I am going to be serious for a moment. These are not tame or trained animals, folks. Do not try this at home, okay? I'm dead serious. Not trained animals. I am a trained person. Please do not attempt any of this kind of stuff. If I make a mistake throughout the show, yes, the alligator will bite me. He is not my friend, not my buddy. I didn't raise any alligators here, and we have had people bitten here in this sand before. That's how I got the job opening. True story, though. Yeah. So they really do bite. Now, if you see an alligator in the wild, guys, just keep your distance. 99% of the time, they're probably the laziest animal in the world. They want nothing to do with you. But in case you do want to keep your distance, they can be quick when they want to be. Now, if it's so dangerous, why am I in here doing this? Because they pay me $10 an hour to work here. That's not a joke. That's really what they do. Alright, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and leave my shoes over here. We're going to grab one of them out of there. Now, I do have my stick right here. I'm not going to poke, prod, or hit the alligator with the stick. This is just in case he comes too close. I put that between me and him. He gets a mouthful of wood instead of my leg. Okay, so that's why we have the stick here. Now, we're going to bring one up by the tail. Just to let you know, the tails are made out of solid muscle, so no alligators. Woo! That water's cold. Anybody else want to come in? It is chilly in here, man. Alright, so we're going to go and get one of these up by the tail. Again, the tails are made out of solid muscle, alright? So, let's see. We're going to get this one back over here. There we go. Now, guys, the reason why we grab the tails, you look where my hand is right now, the first thing you might notice is there's no teeth on the tail, folks. That's a good place to be. Let's go ahead and ease them up and out of here. So this alligator's over 9 feet long, guys. Probably weighs up around 250 pounds, maybe 300 pounds. As you can tell, he is thrilled to do your show. Now, don't worry, guys. That hiss is a sign of affection. It means that he loves me. Yeah, not so much, guys. We're going to go and bring him back. Right about there. Oh, it's kind of like walking a big ugly dog, too. All right, buddy. That's far enough. are 80 teeth within the mouth, 40 on the top and 40 on the bottom. Now, the neat thing about his teeth, as an alligator, you can actually break them off, grow them back. They'll cycle around 3,000 teeth in their lifetime, which really comes in handy when you consider how hard they can actually bite. A large alligator can bite down with an entire ton of force within the mouth, guys. 2,000 pounds per square inch of power. You guys do not look impressive, 2,000 pounds. You have to think about it, that's like the weight of a vehicle inside of his mouth. Crocodilians do have the strongest jaws of any animal in the world. I'm going to try and show you that. I'm going to take a little bit of sand back here. I'm going to toss that sand inside of his mouth and see if he'll slam the jaw shut to show you that jaw pressure. So nice and carefully. Okay. So there you can see and hear some of that jaw pressure. And that's all it takes, guys. A little bit of sand, a grain of sweat, anything touches, they do slam those jaws shut. Hey, you want to come up and say hi to you guys. Alright, now get a picture quick because it's really heavy. Okay, guys, now, let's see if we can set him down nice and easy. Come on, big guy, relax. Now, even though an alligator can bite down with an immense amount of jaw pressure to close their mouth, the opening force for the alligator is actually quite weak, and you can actually hold it shut with your bare hands. As you guys can see me doing right now, all that strength is in the closed, very little in the open, which is what saves my butt in here all day long. I wouldn't have job wasn't for that fact, but the show would be a lot more exciting for you guys to watch. And man, you gotta have a seat there. Yeah, you, pointing at you through the camera. Right, sit down. What I gotta do? Wrestle my alligator, do crowd control? Oh, goodness. Alright, guys, now alligator wrestling itself comes from the Seminole Indian capture techniques where they jump on the back, tie a rope around the jaws, and bring them back to their camp alive. So the way they tie this rope when they were alone is by holding the jaws of the animal shut between their chin and their chest, what we call a bulldog. Which you guys want me to demonstrate for you, right? Yeah. You gotta try a lot harder than that, guys. Yeah. Which you guys want me to demonstrate, right? Yeah. Alright, there we go, guys. So, nice and carefully. Seminole Indians could actually capture and restrain the alligator, relying on the fact he has that small amount of opening force. Now, if you look at the back of our alligator, they have large bumps and ridges down their back side. The bumps and ridges are actually made out of solid bone. Each one of these, what we call an osteoderm, meaning bone, skin, in Latin. So that's like armor plating on his back to protect him. Solid bone spikes also make my job pretty uncomfortable at times, if you catch my drift. If you look right behind his eyes, the ears are back here, actually a little flap right there. That's kind of cute, like a really ugly dog right there too. So he can actually seal off his ear canal to keep out water. He can seal off the nostrils, even the back of the throat seals off. That way they can capture fish underwater without drowning. Now I do have one more trick to show everybody. Before I do it though, let me tell you guys a little bit about myself as well, so you don't think I'm just some dumb redneck, because I can see your stares out there, guys. Okay? Now believe it or not, I do actually have my bachelor's degree in environmental studies from Florida International University. So, educated redneck guys. What's the difference there? Now, I've actually traveled to Central and South America doing research on crocodiles and other reptiles, and that's what I plan on doing for my master's work. And one of the reasons I love working here is it does give us what we call our first-hand or, no-hand experience, however the day might go. It's okay, my mom hates a joke too, it's alright if you guys don't laugh. So our last trick right here to try and impress everybody is going to be what we call a face-off. Now, we call this one a face-off because if you mess it up, your face comes off. No sense of humor anymore, huh? Because you gotta lighten up. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna set my chin right here. If you like a photo of this, it's gonna look really cool if my arms are out to the side, or if it goes horribly wrong, that's a great photo too, guys. Alright, so nice and carefully, we're gonna set him up. Get your picture quickly. how do we get off the alligator? Very important part of the show. So what we're going to do is I'm going to set him down, and I'm going to ride him off to the sunset. I'll see you guys later. I'm just kidding, guys. All right. Here we go. Thank you very much, guys. Now, if you watch, he does walk away, though. He's not a mean or evil animal. As long as you try and respect him, you keep your distance, guys. They do the same thing. What we'll do now is take out our baby alligators. You can have your own alligator wrestling experience, guys. Now, if you want to hold the baby gator, notice he's alive. He does wiggle, and if you drop him, I will drop one of you in here with that thing. Okay? Don't drop him. If you want to hold him, one hand very firmly on the tail, other hand up here around the chest. Again, if they wiggle, you have to hold on tight. And if you have small children, hold it with them for a family photo. We just don't want to hurt the babies. Otherwise, hope you enjoyed the show and learned something about gators. You guys have a good time? Yeah!